The first take I had was me flailing my arms about because there was a moth that was flying at my face and he wouldn't leave me alone, which is why the lighting is bad now because I moved the light far away because once I caught him, I caught another freaking moth. I caught 2 moths in a span of like 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. Then, when I did another take, I noticed a spider sitting on my computer. Had to get that out of here. And then the stupid spider waited for me to come back with a paper towel, pick him up with the paper towel, before he decided, no, I don't want to be caught. And then he jumped out of the paper towel. I had to go chase him around the carpet. Freaking ridiculous with the bugs around here. Now I can actually sit down and talk to you guys, and update you on what's going on. Hopefully there will be no more incidences of bugs, coyotes, or other random acts of weirdness. Anyway, so, gosh, where to even begin? I've done this video a couple of times just in theory because I knew what was coming, but, you know me, I like to have physical proof before I talk about anything. So I never saved those, and I probably should have, because they are all better than this one. Already. Just saying. So, on the manifestation front, I've been blathering about this stuff for a while, and now I have results. So, sitting before me is a brand new MacBook. Well, kind of refurbished, I'm pretty sure, but brand new to me. And this is the first part of the manifestation. See, when my house was robbed and they stole my MacBook, I thought, okay, I'll make this my sacrifice to the ether for what I wanted to achieve. But then I just sat on my ass and didn't manifest what I wanted to achieve, so that went by the wayside. So then I got pissed off, and I got like all kinds of mad at me, really, for not doing what I needed to be doing. And I decided that I didn't want what I thought I wanted. So now it's about getting my damn computer back and making things right, getting where I need to be. So I started working on what I wanted. And this came after a lot of time of, like, first it was work, and then it was my grandpa dying, and then it was, like, all this other crap that happened in between then to now, or then till about 2 months ago. And then a lot of it was just me being wishy-washy and not really knowing what I want. Like, I was a mess of contradictions. There's no way that anything that I was working on was going to work, because when there are contradictions, the universe isn't going to act, because why? Just so you can turn around and run from what you've already called into being, that's just wasted energy. So, just talking to friends wasn't really helping, but then everything that everybody had been saying kind of just hit me at once, or I don't know, everything that I had been thinking had just hit me at once. I don't know what the catalyst was, but one day I just woke up and I thought, you know what, I know what I want. I know what I want, now let's figure out how I'm going to get it. So I sat down, and much like I would write out my rituals or my spells or whatever, I wrote out what I wanted. And, it's been in the past that I would write these crappy-ass life outlines, and I'm like, this is what I want to be by the time I'm age blah, blah, blah. And, this is what I'm, where I'm going to be. This is the house I'm going to live in. This is this, and that is that. And, it's just stuff that I half-assed wrote down because I was bored and feeling creative at the moment. But there was something about when I wrote out this manifestation. There was something about when I wrote out this plan. And it was the knowledge that I was going to get it. The knowledge that everything that I was working for, I was going to achieve. Not because, of luck or chance or coincidence, or because I deserved it, but because I was going to work for it. I was going to work in the physical, I was going to work in the astral, and I was going to work, magic to do what I needed to do to get where I wanted to be. So, as I'm writing out this plan, I start putting myself in every single part of this plan. Like the most mundane crap. Like, for example, like sitting at my desk, working at my computer, you know, ending up where I wanted to end up, doing the things in the interim to earn the skill set that I wanted to achieve, um, just doing the things, the mundane bullshit, like the having the TV on while I'm working toward what I want to achieve and studying and doing all that kind of stuff. Um, just the randomest things, and I've noticed that when I can see myself doing the most boring, mundane things to achieve what I want, that's when things happen. Like this house, what I would see in my visions is me just sitting at a table by the window, sipping a cup of coffee, walking to my gate while I would hear the sounds of animals. Like those those little things, those mundane, boring things I saw whenever I saw this place. But I wasn't doing magic to get this place. I never did magic to get this place. Um, it's just, well, I never did physical magic to get this place. If anything, it was just a bunch of mental magic that just kind of happened. I don't know. I feel like I dreamt this place, and it's nothing extravagant, but it's everything that I have needed for the past 3 years. So when I sat down to manifest what I started working on, I started seeing myself in the most mundane places, you know, having had this magic worked. And I began to feel it. And once that happened, I just knew that it was, what I wanted was going to happen. So the first part of my manifestation was to acquire the computer that was stolen from me. And if not that, then better. And that's what I have. I have a newer-ish model than I had before. And the way that came about was another lesson learned. A lot of times we judge people by just little things, the way that they are, the way that they're dressed, or the way that they act. We could possibly be catching somebody at a bad day, in a bad life stint, or whatever, but we don't really think about it. We just think, this is what's on paper, or what's standing in front of me. This person's an idiot, or this person, we have our negative things that we think. This can be very detrimental, especially when working magic. And that is a lesson I learned. Because the person who called me, who basically helped swing everything into motion, was somebody that I wouldn't have bothered with. When he first called my phone, he didn't identify himself. He didn't identify his company. He simply said, "Hi, can you call me back at this number?" I'm thinking, I don't know you. Maybe it's a wrong number. Whatever. So I was talking to a friend, and they're like, well, maybe it has something to do with, your computer, or, something else that you're working on. And so I said, maybe. So I called this person back. So he answers the phone, and I identify myself, and I say I'm returning a call. And he sounds disheveled. I can hear papers being strewn about. And he's like, "You're who? Are you this person? Are you that person? Are you this person?" Naming off all these. I said no, and I repeated my name, and And so he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, were you calling about this?" I'm like, "No." I'm thinking, this guy is so unorganized. There's no way. He's probably somebody's gopher boy. And then right after I had that thought, and I was getting kind of like agitated. I want to say it was like an external voice I heard, but I don't really know. And what was said to me was, give this person the authority to do what is in their power to do. And because right now you're blocking them. So I stopped, and I stepped back out of my judging them. And I said, okay, I give this person the authority to do whatever it is that in their power to do. And within a day, he had changed my caseworker. Within a week, we had finalized plans to take me at least 3 steps into my plan. and within a month, I had my computer. I did not know at the time, but I was speaking to like the head cheese of the company. Well, not the head cheese, but like I was put in touch with the head cheese, and he kind of put me in touch with his second in command. And the guy who was the second in command, the guy who called me all disheveled and everything, he was the one that changed everything. So once that happened, not only did he see my former caseworker's notes and how badly she had handled my case, not only did he see that she withheld pieces of my case, but he saw that the correspondence was very one-sided and very much my own. Trying to get in touch with her and her completely blowing me off because she just did not like me. So my computer has been replaced, and the funny thing is that I just thought the day that I was getting my groceries, I thought Amazon was there delivering my groceries, and the guy's like, "Oh, well, we have 3 packages for you," and I'm thinking, 3? Okay. So I thought maybe one of them might be my computer. Little did I know, this guy, for all of the BS that had happened, sent me a printer. I didn't, consciously work to manifest a printer. I needed one. I wanted one, but I didn't, ever in anything I was doing say a printer too, I was just happy getting my computer back. So, it just goes to show that when you give people the authority to do what it is in their power to do, they will do a lot if you let them. So yeah. So I haven't even opened the printer. I tore open my computer and I was like, yay! And I realized how far I had set myself back, just being wishy-washy and not doing what it was in my power to do and blocking myself. And it just goes to show how much we can get in our own way. And if we just let ourselves go and do what we know is in our power to do, we can do it, and we can achieve. So that happened, and yeah, like I said, there's something else that has already been inked. Contracts have been signed, but I don't want to say anything until I can show you physical proof. But there's more of this awesome manifestation yet to come, and I'm just happy with it. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of videos, mainly because I've been studying. I'm studying for, reading books that I've acquired and that I just haven't sat down to read, and I'm preparing for future magics. Just because I'm in the swing of things actually happening doesn't mean that I can let up. It means that I need to continuously go, because as I've said before, continuous effort is like continuous energy toward what you want. So I'm still making strides to achieve what I want to achieve. So yeah, I've got a couple of more steps to get to where I need to go, and it's just, you're gonna see, like I said, you'll see by what I record on, and by the locations of my videos, and all that kind of stuff, because I'm really working. This is like, it's funny because one of my friends did my tarot for the year, like the tarot cards that are my cards for the year, and one of them was the Fool, which of course signifies new beginnings, and that's what my year so far has been about. It's crazy because these are just the first in a long line of new beginnings. I think that this year is my year of beginnings, and next year is the year of probably transitions, because all the things that are starting now are going to be leading to transitions in the future. Right now, Planet Pathlings is getting ready to go on hiatus for the spring after this week, and the reason for that is because spring is here and I want to get out and do some spring stuff before the sweltering heat of summer, which I may already be too late because it's already been in the 90s the past few days. But the other reason is because I am actively looking for new collaborators for the channel. I'm still going to have my regular collaborators, of course, but I'm always looking for new collaborators for that channel. In the beginning, I was just going to have it be a set group of collaborators, but I like having new collaborators come in because I want people who, are part of various different paths to come in and educate pathlings about these other paths. Ones that we don't hear about often, like ones that are not in the mainstream. And if you're just getting into magic in general, if you're just discovering your path, it's a good idea to know about all of the things that are out there. And that's what I want to bring to the pathlings out there, to the new witches out there, is information on different paths from the people who walk those paths. So I'm always looking for different collaborators. So right now, after this week, we're putting the channel on hiatus to enjoy the spring and to collect more collaborators for the channel. So if you guys are interested, if any of you are interested, hit me up on YouTube or an email at planetpathlings@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to see if you would be a good fit for the channel and talk to you a little bit about your path, stuff like that. So that's going on hiatus. It'll give me a minute to concentrate a little bit more also on the biophilic, because I've been missing a couple weeks with all of the stuff going on in regards to studies and just other life stuff. That's going to do it for me. I think I've blathered enough. I'll be back when I have more results to share with you, or when I just have more stuff to talk about. There's actually a couple of spells that I did want to share with you guys. So I will be probably doing those in the near future, but I'm not going to put a date as to when. They'll just kind of happen. But until next time, brightest blessings. Bye-bye.